if you are here, you are either someone who's eager to learn Google Ads, or you started a business, now you need to get clients through Google Ads. In this video, we're going to create your first Google Ads campaign. There are different Google Ad campaigns types: search campaigns, performance banks, demand gen. There are a lot of campaigns. The first thing that comes up when you go to Google Ads is the Performance Max campaign, because it has search ads, it has display ads, it has Gmail ads, YouTube ads. It's a combination of all this. This is not something I would recommend when you are just starting. This would be the second campaign I would create after a search campaign. But when you go to create a new Google ad, that's what appears. So I thought I would teach you about this performance campaign, how do you set it up, and then later I'll show you how to optimize it. These are just basic stuff. You can go deep and create complicated Performance Max campaigns. From my personal experience, most of the campaigns that gives me best results for me and my clients are Performance Max campaigns. So this is highly effective Google ad campaign setup, but I'll teach you the basics, and from there we can optimize your campaigns. Let's dive in and create your first Google ad campaign. It's a Performance Max campaign. When you create the Google ads, you need to follow these steps. Step number 1, create a Google ad account, choose your campaign goals, select your campaign type, choose your keywords, write your ad. Choosing keywords, writing your ad, very important. And then set your budget limit. It's normally a daily budget, how much you would spend during the day. And then you launch the campaign. And after you launch the campaign, you can't just sit by rest. You need to go through the campaign and keep optimizing until it gets to your right audience. You can continuously reduce the cost per acquisition or cost per click, those things. So we can go into these details in a different video. I'll teach you how to create your first Google account in this video. Go to Google, search Google Ads, and then you can go in the ad. If you already have an account, just go sign in. If you don't have an account, go start now. I'm not going to create a new account now. I already have an account I've created. I'll go to that. It's pretty simple. If you don't understand, just leave a comment. I'll help you with that. So I'm going to do the initial fill up, go to the new campaign, and then this is the first page you get. So what's your business name? You fill it out, and then your website, put the website address. This is if you have an app you want it to download, or the business phone number is if you want the customers to call. So for the purpose of creating these ads, I'm going to use the website. And then if you have a team, if you want someone access to this account, you can do that. I'm not going to do that there. So you can link your YouTube account, your phone number, mobile apps, or whatever. So I'm not going to do anything. I think my YouTube channel is linked to this account. Go to next. Here we need to choose the goal. For any campaign, you need to choose a goal. Without a goal, nothing's going to work. So for this, you need to have a goal. What's your campaign goal? Your goal could be anything: website traffic, someone coming to the website, submitting a form, someone making a phone call, those sort of stuff. So it depends on your business type. If you're an accountant, probably someone submitting a form or booking a meeting with you is a goal. And then if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, probably you would prefer someone to pick up the phone and call. And then in this one, I'm going to do submit a lead form. So it could be purchase. You can optimize your campaigns for purchase on the website. As I mentioned, phone calls, leads, page views. You can bring traffic to the website just to view the page, but I would stick to this one. And then brand awareness. If you want to, rather than focusing on leads or calls, you want your brand name out there, everyone to see your brand, then brand awareness is a good goal. But I would select the submit form. Click next. Search terms. So now here you need to add search terms. You need to be careful what search terms you add. This is where you need to add the keywords. It's a bit tricky. You need to be very careful the keywords you add. For example, if I add Google Ads, or if I add digital marketing, anyone who searches Google Ads or digital marketing could see my ad and they click. It could be a student, it could be someone who's interested in digital marketing, it could be someone who wants to learn Google Ads. So if I'm a digital marketing agency, if I use the keyword Google Ads, I guarantee you 99% of the traffic that comes to my website are not going to convert. They're just people, they're just interested in learning about Google Ads. So I'm not going to use things like that. So I would stick to even digital marketing agency, these are tricky keywords. I wouldn't use that. If I'm creating a campaign, I wouldn't use these keywords. I would, for the education purpose, I'll use these keywords. I would say Google Ad agency, SEO agency, or content marketing agency. If you're an accountant, you can add keywords like accountant near me, a tax accountant, those keywords, but you need to do the research properly and pick the keywords right. It's very important. And then move on to the next location, language. I'm gonna do it to all Australia. Language, I would keep it as English. Next, this is the section where you select the landing page. It really depends on your goal. If you want someone to go to your website, submit a form. If you don't have a landing page created for these purposes, probably if you have enough information in the homepage, probably the homepage. Or if you have enough information and a form, probably your contact us page. It really depends on your goal and the information on your website. Also keep in mind that when creating Google Ads, you need to increase the ad quality. So ad quality would be the keywords on your website, the quality of your website, loading time of your website, and the page has a significant impact on this, on the ad quality. So you need to match the keywords you use for the searches, and then the keywords you have in the ad, the titles, description, all those things, and the keywords on your website has to have the similar keywords to increase your ad quality. Higher ad quality will help you rank higher in the ads. Your competitors advertising, so you need to compete with the competitors for your ads to appear in front of the right audience. The quality score matters, and also the bidding. So you need to have a competitive bidding. Here, I'm not going to talk about how much to spend. The amount of money you spend is one of the factors. And the other important factor is the quality score of your ad. So the quality score of your ad comprise of the keywords you use, the keywords you have in the ads, and the landing page keywords, landing page loading times, those things. So all this has to come together for you to create a successful ad. This is one of the new features Google used, the AI ad creation. I would skip it. I wouldn't trust the AI to create ads for me. So you have the URL here, headline, say Google Ad Agency. I'll keep every first letter capital, SEO, marketing agency. I would say trusted. See, you can use only 30 characters or under in the headlines, so you can't use that trusted digital marketing agency. So if you're gonna use something similar, I would use trusted digital agency. It says what we need. I want something that would build trust or trigger someone to click our ad and go to our website. So I would use, I would say there's 4.5 star rated digital agency. So you got to fill it up. You can do, I think, up to 8. So you do that, and then you can create longer keywords up to 90. So I would do trusted digital marketing agency in Australia, serving clients across all industries. Then again, I like to keep these capital, so the same, serving clients. Say I'm specialized in accounting, I would say accounting industry. This is just for the purpose of doing the completing campaign. So you need to be careful based on your industry, your competition, the areas you focus on. So you need to write this according to that. And then the description is very important. This is the tiny description you have below the captions. I would say award-winning. Don't lie if you aren't. I don't encourage you to lie. Always be truth, and also be tricky when you use the words. I would say award-winning agency specialized in ads, and I would say reach out to a free consultation. In service-based businesses, free consultation is one of the things that get your potential customer in your door. So you do a free consultation, understand about their business. They will learn things from you, and also this will build trust, and potentially you would convert that client. This is about 90 characters. I'll read some of the words I've used here. Reach out for a free consultation. Lucky me, exactly 90 characters there in Google Ads. So it says a bit about the agency. So we are an award-winning digital agency. We are specialized in Google Ads. Now I need another description for the chances of your ad to appear. You need to put as much as these long headlines, description, and the headlines. You need to don't stick to like 1 or 2. Like you need to fill it up as much as you can. Odds are increasing. I'll add another description, but if you can add more, you should add more. I would say reach out for a free Google ad consultation with our experts. So assume I give free consultations this month, free Google ad consultations. if I do free consultations, I would put free consultations. And then if I'm doing a promotion, first month free Google Ads, then I won't take any fee to manage my Google Ads. Then I would put first month free Google Ads. So you need to fill everything up, but I would just leave it there. The images, you can add a lot of images. You can't add images with the text on it. So you need to make sure any images that represent your organization. Also, you can get free stock images suggested. Sometimes, normally Google helps you create content. I don't know why it's not showing here. Normally you can use Google AI and then create the images you need right there. You need to add your company logo, which I'm not going to add right now. When you add the logo, that is the one that shows in the ad as the favicon in the top. So you definitely need to have this because that builds a lot of trust. If it's just a white patch without anything, it doesn't look like your business is a legitimate business. So you need to make sure you add a logo. And the business name, Mad Marketing, I'll leave it as it is. Videos, yes. Site links are important. When you add a lot of site links, the quality of your ad goes up, but also you need to be careful what site links you're going to use. For example, I would add a contact us, then I would add another link to the blog or free consultation, those things I would add. But also you need to make sure every landing page that you add as a site link has method you have implemented to convert. It could be get a code button, or it could be a lead form, or whatever it is. You need to make sure the page you send these people converts from that page. Call to action, I would say contact us. I'm assuming this is a digital marketing agency. You also can add other assets here, callouts. Callouts would be listed under your ad. I can say I'm a Google partner, or like serve more than 1,000 clients. Those sort of things can be added there. And then you can add structured snippets. These are like the brands you have, say the courses, destinations, featured hotels, amenities, brands, courses, styles, types. If you go to this service catalog, so I would add this service catalog. I would say I'll do SEO, Google Ads, social media marketing. So this would add under your ads as a service catalog. So you can use these structured snippets account level or campaign level. If you don't have a website, if you don't have a place with a lead form, you can just add a lead from the ads and then link it to your email or CRM where you want the forms to be sent to. And then display path, this is the path where users say Mad Marketing, free consultation, it's too much. Say consultation, Google Ads. So this is the URL they see, madmarketing.com/consultation/Google Ads. So when someone says this in your ad, so you can see it here. So that builds more trust for them to click your ad. You can change the URL to mobile, but I would make sure my pages are responsive and they go to the same page. Optimization. I really don't want to add a video. Let me try if I can go without adding a video. Probably I can. I need to add the logo. So you can the target cost per acquisition is a bit tricky. You don't need to put a target cost per acquisition right now because you need to let Google learn about your audience, the cost and everything. Once you have a certain amount of data, conversions, clicks, those things, if you get convert, you will have a rough idea that this is the cost per acquisition. From there, you can work out that, say, if the cost per acquisition is $100, then from there, you can work on reducing that cost per acquisition down. I wouldn't set a cost per acquisition right now because I want Google Ads to learn about my audience and my campaign. So I would just leave it as it is. The budget, custom budget, this is the daily budget. I would say $100 next. And then you need to add your payment details here. So once you add your PML details, you can launch a campaign. Don't forget it. Come back tomorrow, go through the search terms, see what sort of people are searching, and then what other search terms they use. If that's not for your services, then mass negative keywords, and also whatever things you can think as negative keywords, go to the negative ads campaign. Yeah, as a negative keywords. Especially this is Performance Max campaign. So it works on the keyword themes, not exact keywords. Therefore, try to add as much as negative keywords you want in the negative keywords. I'm not gonna add the payment details. You can just add your payment details. Make sure you have enough money in there. Make sure it is something you can spend. Say, for example, if you can spend $100 a day for next 3 months, and it's not a problem, you do that. But what you can spend is $15, $20. Might not work. Make sure use a budget that you can consistently spend for a period of time, because you wouldn't get results the next day. So you will have to keep spending and optimize your campaigns. The one we created was such a basic campaign. If you want high level, like if you want to spend hundreds of $1,000s, then you need to have a very comprehensive Performance Max campaign, or even it could be a search campaign, or it could be a demand gen campaign. Subscribe to my channel and stay in touch. Thank you.